Welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. You guys, we are on number 8 of our end of the year 2024 countdown of all the craziest things from celebrity news that has went down. And I definitely have to get into these 3 cases. So I'm going to make all of these our number 8 because so much news happened this year. We are going to be talking about Susan Smith, the Menendez brothers, as well as Alec Baldwin, our 3 biggest cases that dominated the news this year. So we're going to start with Alec Baldwin. You guys know he's a famous actor from a very famous acting family, and on the set of the Russ movie, he accidentally, while filming a scene, pow-powed the cinematographer Elena Hutchins. He was literally charged, and then he had to go to court, and a lot of us felt he was guilty. However, it did seem like the prosecutors were kind of fumbling the ball on this case due to the many legalities and things like that the judge was not pleased about, which eventually led to a dismissal. Even though, honestly, I thought he was going to be found guilty in this case. This was definitely a big shocker. It dominated the top part of 2024. And I'm about to just play this short clip. And then we're going to get into the next case because, like I said, a lot happened. Again, this is our top 8. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up this video, and leave your commentary. And here we go with this clip, you guys.
Your motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted. Now, with respect to the jury, I don't imagine you all want to return on Monday. I will take care of the jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We are in recess.
Okay, so you guys just saw that. That was when Alec Baldwin was free to go after the judge threw out the charges, and he was released from having to be re-prosecuted in the case of Elena Hutchins. And this next case that I'm going to get into, for anyone that can remember the 90s the way I do, the sad, tragic case of Susan Smith and the deletion of her children, which sent a complete uproar into everybody. You guys remember, if you can remember, if you're of an age, when she accused a black man of stealing her car and taking her children, and they had been missing for several days. It stirred up a lot of emotions in the South, with people looking for a mystery black man as well as her car. Come to find out, there was more tragic circumstances that had nothing to do with the black man taking her car and her children when she got carjacked, allegedly. It was for something that she did. And again, this next case stirred up a lot of racial tension as people were out searching for those babies. I'm about to read an article to you guys, and then I am going to show you guys the clip of her having a bond hearing after 30 years, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. To get into this short article concerning Susan Smith. Again, this was a huge case back in the 90s that came back in 2024 as she was just up for parole and denied after 30 years after offing both of her young sons. Susan Smith of South Carolina, a woman whom admitted deleting her 2 children 30 years ago, was unanimously denied parole after she appeared before the board for the first time on Wednesday. I know that what I did was horrible, and I would give anything if I could go back and change it, Smith, overcome with emotion, told the parole board via Zoom. I love Michael and Alex with all my heart. Just to rewind tape for all of you guys concerning the significance of the Susan Smith case. On October 25th of 1994, Susan Smith at the time was 23 years old, strapped her sons, 3-year-old Michael and 14-month-old Alex, into their car seats and let the car roll into a lake near her home. At first, Susan lied to the police and said a black man carjacked her and kidnapped her sons. Susan Smith's husband believed her, and the young parents appeared on TV to plead for the suspect to bring the boys back home. On November 3rd of 1994, police confronted Susan Smith about her story, and she admitted deleting her children. And this is a picture of where the children were, unfortunately, had met their demise. The board mentioned how her case took resources away from the law enforcement community who searched for her sons, and she asked what she would say to responders. Smith said, "I'm sorry that I put them through that. I wish I could take that back, I really do." Smith, now 53, said, "I didn't lie to get away with it. I was just scared. I didn't know how to tell the people that love them that they would never see them again. I am a Christian and God is a big part of my life, and I know He has forgiven me," Smith said. Susan Smith's ex-husband, David Smith, was emotional as he asked the board to deny parole. "This isn't a tragic mistake. She purposely meant to delete their lives," and he added, "I've never felt any remorse from her for it." So again, this is another one of our big cases. A little rewind for anybody that remembers this from the 90s. In this case, justice was served, but unfortunately, due to the law at that time, she will be up for parole every 2 years for the rest of her life. We will definitely continue to follow this very, very tragic case.
Sorry, I am.
It's okay, Susan. Just talk with us.
I know that what I did was horrible. And I would give anything if I could go back and change it. And I love Michael and Alice with all my heart.
Influence of drugs or alcohol the night that you murdered your children?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Your attorney talked about working with mental health. Is that helpful to you?
Ma'am,
Mr. Thomas
I hear you.
Mr. Thomas talked about the fact that you were working with mental health, and my question is that helpful to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that something that you would be willing to continue?
Okay, so you guys just saw that Susan Smith case, and honestly, I'm glad that she actually is still locked up. I do think that she should be locked up for life. Nothing will ever bring those babies back as long as their father, David Smith, is there to continue to fight to keep her locked up. I'm all in for it. I do not think that after she did what she did, 30 years is enough to bring those babies back at all. In fact, they will never come back. She should be thankful that she is still living. And now I'm about to get into my final large case that has made a lot of noise at the end of the year. We will be talking about the Menendez brothers. The Menendez brothers, for anyone that does not know, are two brothers from a very affluent family. that deleted both of their parents because they said their father was doing things to them when they were younger, and they got fed up, went and got the pow pow and pow pow both of the parents, thus leading to their arrest. Huge trial. Now, this was a very, very huge trial in the 90s, and they were convicted. However, a new prosecutor has to look at the case, even though the previous LA prosecutor, I'm talking about the one that just lost election, had to step down from this. So if they will be granted clemency right now, we don't know. I'm going to get into this clip and then come back with my commentary.
Of their parents, any calls for resentencing or clemency for Eric and Lyle Menendez will have to wait a bit longer. California Governor Gavin Newsom says he will defer to the DA-elect's review prior to making any clemency decisions and respects the role of the district attorney in ensuring justice is served.
I believe that they have paid their debt to society.
The move comes after current LA District Attorney George Gascon filed a motion last month asking the judge to resentence the brothers, citing new evidence of sexual, physical, and emotional abuse the brothers say they endured from their father, Jose.
I do believe that the brothers were subjected to a tremendous amount of dysfunction in the home and molestation.
But Gascon's critics say the motion for resentencing was politically motivated, submitted days before re-election, which he lost to Nathan Hochman. We spoke to Hochman on Friday.
I owe it to the Menendezes, I owe it to the victim family members, I owe it to the public to make sure that if I do weigh in on this case, it's a decision that has been thoroughly vetted, thoroughly thought through, and I actually can defend in court.
While some prosecutors are opposed to any leniency, family members are pleading for the brothers to be released.
This is about truth, justice, and healing.
Okay, so you guys just saw that brief clip concerning the Menendez brothers. Currently, they are still in prison as we speak. Not to say that that won't change in a day or a week or a month from now. It seems like they are getting a lot of attention. Honestly, my opinion on this case is very neutral. I don't know. I mean, I think they served enough time. I guess the question at this point would be, are they truly apologetic? Did all the things that they allege actually occur, and are they able to commit to society? Because they're both, I believe, in their 50s now, if I'm not mistaken. So these are the cases that really commanded a lot of 2024 with the Susan Smith situation, the Alec Baldwin trial and dismissal, as well as the Menendez brothers. I definitely want to know what you guys think and what will be number 7 on our countdown. I'll give you guys a hint. We will be staying with a trial. The next one will be a trial, but it was actually much bigger than all 3 of these combined. Do you guys know who it was and what the link is? I'll be getting into that in the next video for number 7. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, be safe. Enjoy your night. Bye, guys.